Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin lovers. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the state quarters dollar coins, a series that began in 1999 and captured the imagination of millions. While most of these quarters are only worth face value, a few rare editions are now worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars because of their mint mark, condition, and striking errors. So, could your pocket change hold a hidden fortune? Let's dive right into the top 4 most valuable and expensive state quarters dollar coins ever discovered. Let's get started. First up, we're talking about none other than the 1999 Delaware State Quarter, commemorating the year 1787, struck at the Philadelphia Mint with a prominent P mint mark and in very fine condition, a coin that might just be your unexpected millionaire maker. Let's begin with the incredible backstory. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, a 10-year initiative that would honor every U.S. state with a unique design. And fittingly, the series opened with Delaware, the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution back in 1787. That year is not just a historical footnote. It's the symbolic heart of this coin. It's a visual reminder of where the United States truly began, with a bold decision by Delaware that would shape the destiny of a nation. That's why this quarter is far more than pocket change. It's a tribute to freedom, resolve, and legacy. On the obverse front of the coin, you'll find the iconic bust of George Washington, America's first president, facing left. Sculpted by artist John Flanagan, this portrait has appeared on the quarter dollar since 1932, but for the State Quarters program, it received subtle updates to enhance detail and clarity. To the right of Washington's ponytail, you'll find the P mint mark, denoting that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historic mints in the world. Below the bust are the inscriptions, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1999, the year of minting. But it's the reverse, back, design that steals the spotlight and engraves itself into history. Boldly galloping across the coin is Caesar Rodney, Delaware's most heroic patriot. The design commemorates his legendary 80-mile ride on horseback through a storm in July 1776 to cast Delaware's deciding vote for American independence. This act of courage, endurance, and commitment quite literally changed the course of history. Rodney is depicted mid-gallop, his cloak billowing, his determination palpable. Above and around the rider are the inscriptions, Delaware 1787, Caesar Rodney, and E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning, out of many one. In very fine condition, this coin retains all of its core design features. Though it may show signs of circulation, light wear on the high points of Rodney's horse, a slight smoothing on Washington's cheek, the details are still sharp, inscriptions readable, and the overall definition remains strong. This is a grade that still holds collector interest and value, especially for those completing circulated sets or hunting for potential errors. Let's dive into the specifications that define the Delaware 1999 Commemorative Quarter. Country, United States of America. Denomination, 25 cents, quarter dollar. Composition, copper-nickel clad, 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Edge, reeded. Obverse designer, John Flanagan modified. Reverse designer, William Cousins. Mint mark P, Philadelphia. Mintage, approximately 373 million. Now, with such a high mintage, you might think this coin is too common to be valuable. But here's the truth. Not all quarters are created equal. While standard circulated pieces in very fine condition may be worth 50 cents to $2, collectors have paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars for error versions or coins in pristine, certified high-grade conditions, especially in MS 67 or higher. What makes the 1999 P Delaware Quarter truly exciting is its status as the first coin in the State Quarter program, the coin that started it all. Collectors love firsts, and that boosts demand over time. But here's where it gets really thrilling. There are error varieties and die anomalies of the 1999 P Delaware Quarter that can fetch sky-high prices. Examples include double die obverse, where lettering appears shadowed or doubled. Off-center strikes. Part of the design is missing or shifted. Clipped planchets, a portion of the coin is clipped. Wrong planchet errors, Delaware quarters struck on dime or penny blanks. Full brockages, mirror image reverses due to minting failures. These rare variants can easily command $500 to $7,000 plus, depending on the severity and grade, and that's no exaggeration. A high-grade proof error coin, combined with its significance as the first commemorative quarter in U.S. history, can break the five-figure ceiling, and with future interest and scarcity, could potentially make $1 million sale to the right collector or investor. And don't forget, this coin appeals to more than just collectors. Historians, patriots, teachers, museums, and even art curators value it for its story, its message, and its design. That means you're not just holding currency. You're holding a multi-dimensional artifact of American resolve. In today's market, demand for complete sets of high-grade state quarters continues to grow. And with more people returning to numismatics as an investment and historical hobby, early pieces like the 1999 Delaware Quarter are soaring in appeal. Some entire quarter sets have sold for over $5,000, and rare single coins, like the perfect Delaware Era Quarter, are now listed in auctions and private collector sales for even more. So here's the million-dollar question. Do you have one? Dig through your old jars, wallet change, or family coin albums. That 1999 Delaware Quarter with the proud Caesar Rodney ride could be your next big discovery. Preserve it, grade it, research it, because sometimes the road to freedom and fortune starts with a single coin in your hand. Next up, the 2005 Minnesota Commemorative State Quarter, proudly minted with the Denver Mint mark. It's more than just a piece of currency. It's a coin steeped in natural heritage, rare errors, and explosive market value that could turn your pocket change into a life-changing jackpot. So hold on to your seat, because what we reveal today could literally make you a millionaire. A tribute to the land of 10,000 lakes, the design story. The reverse side of the 2005 Minnesota Quarter bursts with regional pride and intricate artistry. It features a pair of anglers casting lines into one of Minnesota's iconic lakes, set against a backdrop of towering pine trees. To the left, the bold silhouette of the state itself is proudly engraved, accompanied by the evocative motto, Land of 10,000 Lakes. This coin is not just money. It's a miniature tribute to Minnesota's wild and beautiful soul. Encircling the design is a ribbon banner bearing the date, 1858, the year Minnesota joined the Union. Sculpted by artist Charles L. Vickers, the composition captures the spirit of the North Star State with elegance and rich symbolism. On the obverse is the familiar face of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and restored for the State Quarters program by William Cousins. The inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and $quarter frame Washington's noble profile, while the precious Mint mark rests proudly below In God We Trust, confirming its Denver origin. Precise specifications, where detail meets craftsmanship. This quarter weighs in at 5.67 grams and boasts a standard 24.3 millimeters diameter. Like all state quarters, it's composed of a clad sandwich of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, bonded to a solid copper core. Its reeded edge gives it a touch of classic refinement, a nod to the enduring elegance of American coinage. Though these were mass-produced, it's the ultra-rare errors and uncirculated condition pieces that make this coin a modern treasure. The hidden million-dollar mystery, why this coin can make you rich. At first glance, the 2005 Minnesota Quarter might seem ordinary, but here's the truth that's sending shockwaves through the collector world. A small number of these coins were struck with extraordinary and rare die-doubling errors on the reverse. The doubling occurs in the outline of the state and surrounding trees, sometimes subtly, sometimes in spectacular fashion. Incredibly, there are over 50 known die varieties of the doubled tree error, with some of the most dramatic and distinct types commanding thousands of dollars in the numismatic market. A Minnesota Quarter featuring a clear and dramatic doubled tree in pristine, uncirculated condition, MS 66 and above, has sold for $2,500 to over $5,000 at auction. And rumors in elite collector circles suggest that if the most dramatic and sharpest variety of this error ever surfaces in MS 68 or MS 69 condition, it could command well over $50,000, potentially hitting six figures if demand peaks. Explosive demand. The collector frenzy continues. Ever since the discovery of the extra tree, heirs, collectors, dealers, and treasure hunters have been on the hunt. The demand is explosive. eBay listings, coin show whispers, and private dealer trades are seeing a frenzy over high-grade Minnesota quarters. It's not just about having the coin. It's about having the right variety, in the right condition. Collectors worldwide are fixated on finding that rare gem, the holy grail of the Minnesota heir coin family. Slabbed and graded by agencies like PCGS or NGC, these coins become not just valuable, but legacy items. And in today's market, where rare heir coins are surging in value thanks to TikTok trends and YouTube discoveries, this quarter has firmly secured its status as a millionaire maker. Minted by the millions, but few hold the hidden treasure. The Denver Mint struck approximately 488 million of the Minnesota quarter, a colossal number at first glance. But don't let that fool you. The rare doubling errors occurred on only a minuscule fraction of these coins, likely caused by misaligned or overused dies during short production runs. The survival rate of these error coins in top condition is astoundingly low. That's what makes this coin such an irresistible target. You may have a 2005 Minnesota quarter with the D mint mark sitting in your drawer or piggy bank, and you might be sitting on a windfall without even knowing it. Your millionaire checklist. What to look for. Mint mark D. Check the obverse for the Denver mint mark. Doubling of the trees. Examine the reverse under magnification. Look for extra branches or outlines in the tree line to the right of Minnesota's state shape. State outline doubling. Some errors show a phantom second outline of the state itself. Sharpness and luster. Coins in excellent condition, shiny, no heavy scratches, little wear, are worth far more. Professional grading. For maximum value, submit your coin to PCGS or NGC for official grading and authentication. In summary, your pocket change might hold a fortune. In a world where digital currencies and NFTs dominate headlines, the humble 2005 Minnesota State Quarter reminds us that real treasures still exist in the physical world. With its rich design, deep American symbolism, and the electrifying potential of its rare heirs, this coin is more than just metal. It's a possible ticket to millionaire status. So next time you're sifting through your spare change, remember, what looks like just another quarter could actually be a national treasure in disguise. The 2005 Minnesota D quarter isn't just a coin. It's a collector's dream, a story etched in metal, and maybe, just maybe, your golden opportunity to change your life forever. Next up, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter, emblazoned with the historic date 1788 and bearing the prized D mint mark from Denver. This is no ordinary coin. Underneath its shimmering clad surface lies a treasure that could catapult your bank account into the stratosphere, if you happen to hold the right variant in the right condition. Get ready for the full breakdown of this potentially life-changing coin, because what you discover today could make you a true millionaire from something as simple as your spare change. Georgia's soul etched in silver, a reverse design to remember. Let's begin with the coin's captivating reverse design. At the center, you'll find the outline of the state of Georgia, proudly stamped with a bold peach, the fruit of Southern hospitality and a symbol deeply tied to the state's identity. Flanking the peach are two live oak branches, Georgia's state tree, which stretch gracefully outward, their leaves draped in regal fashion to symbolize strength, endurance, and longevity. Encircling this core design is the proud inscription, Georgia 1788, marking the year Georgia became the fourth state to join the Union. At the bottom, the issue date 1999 and the national motto, E pluribus unum, serve as lasting reminders of unity. The intricate band wrapped around the central motif is a banner reading, Wisdom, Justice, Moderation, Georgia's noble state motto. This reverse was beautifully sculpted by engraver T. James Farrell, capturing centuries of culture and conviction in a coin just under an inch in diameter. Obverse, a classic with a contemporary twist. The obverse retains the ever-majestic image of George Washington, designed originally by John Flanagan and modified for the State Quarters program by William Cousins. Encircling the portrait are the inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and of course, quarter dollar. Just beneath Washington's chin, you'll find the coveted D Mint mark, confirming its birth at the Denver Mint in 1999, crucial for collectors chasing regional rarities and mint-specific errors. Specifications, precision in every detail. This coin follows the official U.S. quarter specifications set forth by the U.S. Mint. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Thickness, 1.75 millimeters. Composition, outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a core of pure copper. Edge, reeded for anti-counterfeit protection and aesthetic beauty. The rare error varieties. How the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Here's where this coin transforms from a common collectible into a potential gold mine. While millions of these coins were produced, only a small number carry striking mint errors that launch their value into the thousands or more. These include off-center strikes. Some Georgia quarters are misaligned during striking, with 5% to 20% of the design missing. A well-centered off-strike in very fine to uncirculated condition can sell for $200 to $600, and more if dramatic. Clipped planchet errors, pieces that were struck on improperly cut blanks, missing a crescent of the coin, can fetch $300 to $1,000, depending on clarity and condition. Die breaks and cuts, visible cracks in the design or blobs caused by die failure, especially on the peach or tree branches, have sold for up to $500 or more. Double die reverse, DDR. Though extremely rare, if you spot doubling in the lettering, especially in wisdom, justice, moderation, or the oak leaves, you may be holding a coin worth over $2,000, even more in mint state grades. Full step reverse variety. Highly detailed reverses with pristine oak leaf veins and full texture in the peach are prized by elite collectors, especially in MS 67 or MS 68, fetching up to $1,500 to $2,000. How many were made? Why rarity still reigns. Despite a mintage of 488,744,000 Georgia quarters from the Denver Mint, only a tiny fraction survive in very fine or uncirculated condition with recognizable errors. As more are damaged, circulated, or lost, the premium variants become increasingly scarce. And in the coin world, scarcity plus demand equals serious value. Market demand, a red-hot collectible in 2025. As of this year, the market is booming for early state quarters in top condition. Fueled by online collecting communities, YouTube numismatic influencers, and renewed public interest, coins like the 1999 Georgia D quarter are seeing their prices skyrocket. In online auctions, high-grade error coins have become hot commodities. On platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions, graded Georgia quarters with dramatic errors and eye-popping luster are consistently selling for 4 and even 5 figures. Millionaire Potential, what it takes. To turn your coin into a life-altering payday, here's what you need. Look for the D Mint mark on the obverse. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot off-centers, doubling, or die cracks. Condition is king. Very fine, VF 20 or higher dramatically increases value. Get it graded. PCGS or NGC certification can multiply your coin's market worth. The most explosive sales occur when dramatic error meets pristine condition, especially if the coin achieves a MS 67 or MS 68 grade. In those rare cases, the value doesn't just increase. It skyrockets, with serious collectors willing to pay $5,000 to $10,000 plus, particularly for one-of-a-kind error combinations. Final thoughts. Your pocket change could be a hidden jackpot. In the world of numismatics, opportunity often hides in plain sight, and the 1999 Georgia State Quarter with a D Mint mark is proof of that. While millions may dismiss it as common, the few that feature rare errors and survive in excellent condition are fetching jaw-dropping prices. You might be holding one of the most underrated treasures in U.S. coin history. So don't just spend that old quarter. Inspect it, treasure it, protect it. Because if you're lucky enough to have a mint-era Georgia quarter in very fine condition or better, you could be sitting on a coin worth tens of thousands, even a million someday, as values climb. Next up, the 2004 Wisconsin Commemorative Quarter Dollar, marked with the historic year 1848 and minted at the Philadelphia Mint, P. This isn't just a coin. It's a national mystery, a collector's obsession, and potentially your golden ticket to millionaire status. Buckle up, because what you're about to discover may forever change the way you look at pocket change. This coin's true value doesn't lie on the surface. It lies in its leafy secrets that have stunned the numismatic world. Designing a state's agricultural pride, the iconic reverse. The reverse of the 2004 Wisconsin quarter captures the bountiful soul of America's dairyland with rich detail and powerful symbolism. Front and center is a proud dairy cow, a tribute to the state's dairy dominance. To its right stands a round of cheese, symbolizing Wisconsin's unrivaled legacy in cheesemaking. And just above that, a stalk of corn, a nod to the state's deep agricultural roots. The words Wisconsin 1848 are engraved across the top, marking the year Wisconsin joined the Union, and below, the standard state quarter inscriptions, E Pluribus Unum, and the issue year, 2004. Designed by artist Alfred Maletsky and sculpted by engraver Norman E. Namath, this coin radiates pride in both purpose and prosperity. But here's the twist. That humble stalk of corn holds a secret that could change your life. Obverse design, classic meets timeless. The obverse, like all state quarters, features the distinguished profile of George Washington, based on the original 1932 design by John Flanagan and adapted by William Cousins. Around Washington's bust are the inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and Quarter Dollar. Just below Washington's ponytail is the critical mint mark, P, identifying it as minted in Philadelphia, where some of the most valuable Wisconsin quarter errors were first discovered. Specifications: a masterpiece in metal. Weight: 5.67 grams. Diameter: 24.26 millimeters. Composition: outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. Edge: reeded. Minted at Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D. Although these were mass-produced, it's the extremely rare Philadelphia, P, mint errors that turn this quarter from spare change into a million-dollar marvel. The leaf mystery: how one corn husk shook the numismatic world. Here's the bombshell. In late 2004, sharp-eyed collectors discovered something bizarre. Some Wisconsin quarters featured extra leaves on the stalk of corn. These were not part of the original design. Instead, they appeared to be the result of deliberate die alterations or possibly rogue mint employee mischief. The two major types became the talk of coin collectors everywhere. High leaf variety, an extra leaf curving upward, nearly touching the cheese. Low leaf variety, an extra leaf curving downward, close to the cow's hoof. These varieties are not mint damage or die cracks. They are clearly intentional alterations, and their origin remains a heated topic of debate to this day. But one thing is crystal clear: they are extremely rare and immensely valuable. Current market value: how much is it worth in 2025? Today, a 2004 Wisconsin quarter with a high leaf or low leaf error in excellent or uncirculated condition, MS 65 or above, can command thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Low leaf, P, in MS 65, $2,500 to $6,000. High leaf, P, in MS 65, $4,000 to $8,000. MS 67 plus examples of either variety, $10,000 to $25,000 or more. Rumors of ultra-high grade MS 68 errors suggest a market potential of $50,000 to $100,000. And should a proof-like error coin surface, the value could soar even higher, possibly breaking the $250,000 mark, as wealthy collectors compete for ultra-rare variants. Some collectors and insiders believe that if only one perfect specimen, MS 69, with a dramatic error is slabbed, its rarity and allure could push its value into million-dollar territory at private auctions. Demand and scarcity, a collector's holy grail. Demand for this coin continues to explode in 2025. It's considered one of the holy grails of modern U.S. coin errors. Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, have certified only a small number of these high-grade errors, adding to the frenzy. Online auction houses, social media collector groups, and YouTube coin influencers all buzz with tales of Wisconsin quarters found in forgotten jars, shoeboxes, and cash registers, each one potentially worth thousands. And the best part? They're still out there. Millionaire Potential. Here's what to check. If you're wondering if your Wisconsin quarter could be worth a fortune, follow this step-by-step millionaire checklist. Check the mint mark. It must be a P for Philadelphia. Inspect the corn husk. Look for extra leaves curving either up or down. Condition is everything. Look for sharp edges, no major scratches, and full details. Get it graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Compare and research. Use auction house records to estimate potential market value. Conclusion: this quarter may be the rarest treasure in your pocket. The 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter with the P mint mark isn't just a celebration of cheese, cows, and corn. It's a thrilling mystery, a symbol of hidden wealth, and a coin that has rocked the collecting world. With the high and low leaf errors sparking a gold rush among collectors, one lucky find in your change jar could very well become your ticket to six or even seven-figure fortune. So next time you see a Wisconsin quarter, don't just flip it aside. Scrutinize it. Examine that corn stalk. And remember, you might be looking at America's most shocking hidden jackpot.